we are back with more of the end game to Pokemon Violet. When we last left off, we beat the last Team Star leader and took on the big boss, which turns out to be Penny, who's also Cassiopeia. And now we gotta talk to Director Clavel in his office, so let's go ahead and do that. And then after that, we'll probably start Arven's end quest, so... Ah, here you are, Master Brandon. I want to thank you for all the... I wanted to thank you for all your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. Not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincere gratitude. Who is it? It's Penny. Ah, Miss Penny, do come in. Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star. That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for a favorable response. But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think. Why so? Because of Operation Starfall? No, not that. Because the other really bad thing I did. And what would that be? You know, the league points I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall. Took me a second to remember what LP stood for, because I thought that was like, wait, she gave him a record or something? God. I got hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokemon League's LP management system. Ah, I see, that is quite the revelation. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place. It wasn't all that hard, I mean, I'm really sorry. I won't do it again. This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I have to consult Miss Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed. I figured as much. I do apologize, Master Brandon, but I will have to ask you to give us some privacy. Am I, like, gonna be allowed to keep those points? Entrance hall. Brandon? Penny? There's something I want to talk to you about. Can you come meet me in front of the school stairs? No, where we first met? I'll be waiting. Okay, there's a rock rough. I didn't expect you to face that way. Okay, that's fine. That would be funny if I was the other way around. Hasta la vista. The six of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the league points thing, I thought I was going down big time or hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. What happened? The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavel and that Gita lady kept complimenting me, like, a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but, thank you so much. You saved Team Star, and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here. Ooh, Draco Meteor, nice! Comets are summoned down from the sky on top of the target. The recoil from the partially lowers the user's special attack stat. I'm sure you will put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way that I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. So next time, I'll be the one helping you, Brandon. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. Aww. Awesome content. Starfall Street completed. Alright. Okay, I was supposed to meet Arven at his house, right? Okay, yeah. At the lab. I want to... There we go. Wouldn't let me do that. I'm like, okay. I'm supposed to go to the back side of the building? No, I'm not supposed to, but... Okay, I'm supposed to go inside. Okay, somewhere. Okay! Seriously, you beat me here? Even when I was trying to complete a different side quest? Well, this is the lab. I used to come here to play all the time when I was a kid. There'd probably be a good reason for calling us here like this. Let's find out. Everyone always says he's some kind of genius, absolutely brilliant as a Pokemon professor. My dad, that is. But let me tell you, as a parent, he's the worst. All he ever does is work. He never comes home. I don't have a single memory of him ever even playing with me. His own kid. But Boss Stiff's the only one who's there for me. Always. Anyway, it's open now. Go on in. You're not helping? I just want to get this over with. Huh. It looks like it hasn't been touched in years. I need your help. I'm currently at the deepest point of Area Zero, in the great crater of Paldea. I've been researching the unique Pokemon here for a very long time. I'm asking the two of you to lend a hand to help carry out the final step of the great Professor Turo's glorious research. Why are you talking about yourself in the first person? The final step? 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to check on something. Almost done. Final step. So there's something we need first. Something that can be found within that lab. What we need is the Violet Book. Wait, do you mean this book? Ah, so you took it from the lab, did you, Arven? This expedites things. Bring the Violet Book to the deepest depths of Area Zero. I promise that I will be experienced more treasuring if you come. I must note that Area Zero is both home to vicious Pokémon and outfitted with powerful cybernetic security systems. Seems to me that you might struggle if the two of you were to enter alone. You may take the time to gather some reliable allies before you come and feel the need. I'll be waiting you in the deepest part of Area Zero when you arrive. Area Zero? That place is bad news. I was down in Area Zero. It was down in Area Zero that my Bustiff got wounded in the first place. Down in the Great Crater. In all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy never seeing that place again. Are you gonna go? Of course I'm gonna go. I suppose he did ask. I guess I can't just stand by and watch while a friend heads off into danger on his own. So I guess I'm going to. Besides, I'd love to give Dad a piece of my mind. Alrighty then. Outside! We're gonna have a Pokemon battle to see if we're really ready to head into Area Zero or not. Mostly to see if I'm ready or not. Let's go. Oh, I'm about to end you, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this party, but just to be safe, I am going to send out Meowscarada / Blaze first. I might end up wounding you again, Mabustiff, so I'm do apologize for what's about to happen. Alrighty, you ready for a battle? Yep. Excellent. You ready too, right, Mabustiff? Aww. Yes, Mabustiff says he's ready. You're battling with Mabustiff? Okay, yeah, I can see why you're worried. I'm probably gonna wound him again! When my buddy here is bursting with energy, you never know he was so weak just a little while ago. He won't leave me alone, always whining at me, wanting to battle you and your Pokemon. It's been so long, I nearly forgot, but he always did love the battle. Even if we always lost to that student council girl, the battle fanatic one. She sniffed the battle and she's going to pop up and to say... Oh, anyway, my point is there's no need to worry. We're brand new Arven and Mabosstiff, and we're feeling audacious, or maybe herbaceous. Let me give you a taste of what we can do. You're challenged by the Pokemon trainer Arven. Read it. Oh my gosh. I think I need to remember how I took all these guys on. The Pokemon that I met during our hunt for the Herbert Mystica are all stars, every one of them. Oh, that's level 58, so yeah. Go fill in. Okay, I couldn't remember for like 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send a Talonflame because that's grass fire. Oh, yeah, I didn't notice it. 6 Pokemon. Okay. And that's 2 down. Annihilate Poacher move final gimmick. Okay, I want to see it. Okay. Nah. Garganascal. Will you switch your Pokemon? Okay, Garganascal. Oh god, that's a level higher than me. Wait. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna knock out Garganacl. Yep. Lusa. Oh yeah, it's ground grass. I forgot. I thought it was ground poison. Well, Fluza, you might. You know what? I might actually need this. Okay, avoid the attack. Good. I might regret this. Okay. That's fine. I lucked out. It's all good. That's 4 down. Boss stiff. Keep current Pokemon. Let's see what level this bad boy's at. Oh yeah, Intimidate. Oh. Oh! Frick! Why do I got a feeling that Final Gambit's gonna... I should have kept Final Gambit. Oh well. I hate to do that to you, boy. We were so close, but positive. So close, but Brandon. Thanks, little buddy. Dang, this is strange for someone that could take down a Stein Pokemon, huh? Yes, and much I hate to admit it, I do think we're going to need some support. The Pokemon areas there are super strong, and there are all sorts of weird machines there, too. I say we need at least 2 more people, somebody with champion rank level skills, and somebody who can deal with crazy tech. It sounds like Penny. Penny, that's me, crazy smart hacker girl who was the big boss behind Team Star? Yeah, I mean, she'd be perfect for the job, but when did you go making friends with some shady character like her? But, well, we've got to do what we've got to do. Whoever you could think could be a help to try to get good with them. We'll see if we can get a team together. Get in touch if you make progress. I'll do the same. Path of Legends. Complete. Oh, really? I want to zoom out for like a second. So am I gonna have to like beat the Elite Four? I cannot tell you how relieved I am that we were able to help Miss Penny as we did. I know she's exceedingly grateful for for your part in all this. So I have one more thing to ask of you, though the quest is many of a delicate nature. You think you continue being good friends with Miss Penny as you have thus far? You bet. Ugh. I must say, I'm truly glad to have you as one of my students at the Academy. I believe you're more than earned a small token of my appreciation. Ooh, a big nugget. That's a lot of cash. I hope that you always stay as wonderful as you are, Master. Okay. That didn't turn out the way I thought it would. Because I thought that would actually help. So I guess maybe I have to... maybe beat the Elite Four? Huh. Huh. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Maybe I might have to. I am gonna check it then, just out of curiosity. This is going to be one shot. Ooh, a lot of Stardust. Take that as you will. I don't know what to do here because I think I'm going to be underleveled. I should also look it up. I'm not going to because I'm lazy. I'd much rather... I'm assuming I'm supposed to do that before I... Okay, I have to finish Victory Road, it says. Okay. I think I'm a little bit underleveled, so... I might just grind the rest of the episode. I mean, if we have to go to Victory Road, well, we will have to, I guess. So, I'm just going to finish beating this main. We're going to go ahead and go to Victory Road and see where that gets us. I really don't want this to be like a short episode because I'm absolutely nervous. Now it happened. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna ruin your life. Oh, I am very sorry. You're strong and young. I'm actually going to change the name of my thing. Hold on. I don't want to... And then while I'm doing this, you're probably going to see like a shiny just like stroll across the screen. I'm going to miss it. Okay. Okay. I hate that you're two different colors because I think one of you is an evolution. I mean, is a shiny. Okay, that was weird. You can actually get around to the back side of the building? What? Okay, where am I? I'm guessing, like... Yeah, right there. Okay. I do have, like, a bunch of stuff in my bag. So I do want to level up some of my lower level guys, because they are a mess right now. Ugh. That's the part I'm worried about here. If not, I'm gonna have to, like, grind off stream a little bit. Because I got the feeling I might have to do that. Like, just go through, like, raids upon raids upon raids upon raids. Oh, wait, I never noticed that before. Can I go in? Is it going to let me go in? Yeah, it is. Spooky and ominous. I didn't realize you could get out of here. There are a lot of tend amounts there. Wow. I'm gonna laugh if you have, like, 0 Pokemon. I mean... Well, yeah, you are under leveled. Holy Nike. I mean, level 4. Oh. Huh. Oh, good. It's way... You're probably higher level. Oh, level 56. Hell yeah. 3 Pokemon. Still ruled with... that's the sword one, right? I'm gonna feel like a... Oh, no, I... Oh... I know who you are. Brozong. Oh! I wasn't thinking there. I wasn't thinking there. Oh boy. Hey, screwed up. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a water type attack. That's not what I want to see. Also not want to say. I thought maybe that would work. For... Okay, now let's get out there. Ready fist. It should work. Okay, yeah, it did. Good. You feed Cabby Paco. Haha, did you get some growth out of that? I sure did. I'm gonna check behind here in case there's not like any traps or anything. Ah, there is. Baton pass. Not my type of style. Or Tandem Mouse. We are going to be right back. Just hold on. Or not, maybe. Hello! So this is it. You decided to face the Pokemon League. Final test. You must pass becoming champion. It's held here in this building. I wish you the best of luck from the bottom of my heart. I look forward to meeting you again soon. Okay. We are going to be right back with some more. Just hold on, you guys. Okay, we are back. Yes, we are back, you silly Switch. Okay. Right, yeah, I'm healed up. So let's take this on. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. You have a total of 8 gym batches. Very well. You may now proceed to the interview room. Oh. Thank you for coming today. Please, do have a seat. Oh, come on! I realized what? I just screwed up. I didn't, like... Okay, you know what? That's a good amount of stuff I can possibly use. I have, like... Oh, God! 10 max revives! And elixirs up the wazoo. Bunch of stuff in case I need to use it. Let's see. No grass. So, Rika's probably grass. Judging by her color. Making my save. Hi, Rika will be the interviewer. Let's start with the first portion of the champion assessment. Let's begin with the interview. First things first, let me see how many gym badges you have. Excellent, you have all 8. Next, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Please think carefully as you may automatically fail the interview depending on your answers. Oh God, let's begin. How'd you get here today? I rode on my Pokémon. Very good, very good. Please tell me the name of the school you are enrolled in. Manzana Academy, Naraha Academy, which is the, what it's called in Scarlet, Uva. Ah, that's right. So what brings you to the Pokemon League today? I came to become a champion. Yes, indeed. Why else would you be here, I suppose? Now, what do you tend to do if and when you become a champion? I want to become even stronger. I see. Interesting. I probably failed this, didn't I? Tell me, which of the 8 gyms gave you the most difficulty? Ooh. Matanarbara gym. I see. And what was the name of the gym near your face there? I think it's... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to double check. I think it's Crusa. Because I actually felt like that was my... So I was wrong. I'm talking about the Ghost Gym. I'm glad you seem to remember. Thank God I checked. Do you remember which type of Pokemon rhyme you used? Ghost. Wonderful. Building the skills needed for the champion assessment is no small feat. You must have met a lot of Pokemon to get here, Brandon. What was the category of the Pokemon you chose to be your first partner? The grass cat! The weed cat! Very good. Very good. Now, please forgive me, but I'm going to repeat a previous question. Remind me, what do you intend to do if you and when you become a champion? I will become even stronger. Ah, yes. That would be funny if I get kicked out. Ah, yes, that's right. Next is the final question for this interview. Oh, so you're actually going to challenge me. Do you like Pokemon, Brandon? Yes. Good job, kiddo. That about wrapped up the interview. Let me be the first to congratulate you, Brandon. You just passed the first part. Oh my god. On your first try, too, no less. Don't think anyone's done this since Nemona. But anyway, time to switch gear and get ready for the next segment. Second segment is what we call the Elite Test. You'll be facing Elite Four in Pokemon battles. Bum bum bum. Obviously. Hey, Dupsy, what's up? Yes, I got the thingamajigger. I guess that's pretty obvious from the name of the test, hey. And thank you for the sub. Thank you for your 4th month of being in the cult. Appreciate it. And for those of you watching on Twitch, I mean YouTube, I do have a Twitch, and this is the Twitch VOD. So go on over to my Twitch, which is in the description below, and follow my channel. I'd appreciate it. At 148 followers, 2 followers away to 150, which was my goal this year, and I would appreciate it if you stop on by. I guess that's pretty obvious for the name of the test, son. How are you doing, Dubby? Well, now you do! That's how a cult works. I didn't agree to a cult. Well, now you are. I just came up with the... No. Am I mixing up? No, I'm not. Okay. Well, here we go again. Anyway, where the best the league has to offer. I'm actually about to take on the Elite Four of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't know how this is going to go, because I bet I'm a little bit underleveled. And I didn't buy any, like, supplies, so this may not go well. Anyway, we're the best the league has to offer. You'll be facing us 4 in a row, no turning back. This won't be a cakewalk, I promise you that. Make sure you're all ready and then go into the room behind me. Am I going to be allowed to go out? Because if I am, I'm going to buy some more full restores. Nope, okay. Frick. Okay, I think... Well, time to swing for the fences, I guess. Because I'm probably not going to be able to switch out Pokemon. Okay. Room looks interesting. Enrico's my first opponent. I would have been funny if she was like already in front of me and there was like enough time to turn around and look back and she wasn't in the seat. Now then, let's get this started, eh? Like good old Rika be the first of the Elite Four to take you on. I say I'd go easy on you, but I'd be lying. Think fast. She's either flying or dark. I bet. You're challenged by Rika of the Elite Four. Whiscass. Oh, that's a not good sign for her. I finally get the value. Oh, good. I wonder if they actually don't have all the same type this time. That would actually be nice in a game for once. Level 63 for... Oh, it's all ground types, I guess. Hammer up. We're gonna send out Veluza. Although I probably should have a stronger water type, because I don't feel like Veluza is a strong water type for me. Aqua Cutter. Okay, good. Critical hit. Always love that, although I think that's an automatic good critical hit. Duck Trio. Actually, keep out Veluza. Probably needs a little bit more experience. It's a water type. Kidding. Donphan. Keep current Pokemon. So I guess there is a theme. She's ground type. Clodsire. I'm gonna risk it. Obviously, Terror Slice. Okay, that's not a critical hit. Okay, so it's not one of those moves. Watch your step, because things about to get a little shaky. Okay, time to terrestrialize. Blaze, the Wheat Cat. Not bad, kiddo. Talk about unfair. No way I was ever going to win that one. Still, though, what a great battle. Felt good, even to lose. Not a whole lot of trainers have the skill to make it past the elite test. But who knows? I'm beginning to think you might be one of the few that do. Better stay on your toes, though. The second Elite Four is stronger than me. You're up next, Squirt. Come on out. Am I? Oh my god, I'm not going to allow to be... I really hope they're going to automatically heal me. And yes, it's that. Because they shoved the Elite Four throughout the game. Coming. In case you have forgotten. So yeah, that's just a little baby. Oh wow, did you lose, Rika? Yeah, I did. He's no pushover, let me tell you. Let me watch him from the side. Avenge me if you can, eh? You bet I will. Oh, I'm gonna at least have a chance to... Okay. You know what? I have like a ton of like hyper potions. I should be smartly using it since I forgot. Okay. I want to check to make sure. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just... Okay. Save in case anything stupid happens. Are ready to face Poppy of the Elite Four? Yes. I'm just a baby! I'm sorry for that voice. It's so cool you made it this far, but this is where you say bye-bye, mister. All my Pokemon are super tough. Your weak attack won't work on them at all. They'll bounce right off, you'll see. I can't wait for you to meet my friends, so here they come. You're challenged by Poppy Elite 4. Copper Raja is sea metal. That's, frick. You don't want to just miss him. I don't feel too good about this. Corviknight. I'm gonna have to send out Talonflame, because that's my only fire type here. Oh, so you have to like grandma style the balls. That's so funny. Oh, and Espresso too. Ooh. That's... Oh god, you're gonna take up like half my freaking health. That's not good. That is very not bueno. Oh god, Brave Bird. Oh, hold on. Hold on. And it's metal, so I can't do anything. It's a Rico going to knock it out? Cause okay, good. Cause I'm going like, I don't like it going up, I don't like Annihilate going up against that at all. Oh no, it's not. Frick. At least Rage Fist is probably going to knock it out. Because I was nervous about Corviknight being faster and probably would use Brave Bird again. Rozong. Keep preparing Pokemon. Because it's Psychic and I'm pretty sure Rage Fist is going to knock it out. Or not. Okay, we're going to trade blow for blow. but this one's going to win. Since she's faster than the Brozong. Magnezone. Clodsire. Might have Levitate though. Whew. Everything's fine. I might just be overthinking things. I'm going to. Primeape also knows the ground type move, so I'm going to use that first and see what happens. Nope, it doesn't have Levitate. Good. Which means it would be immune against all ground attacks. That was the part I was worried about. Level 64, level 60 for last. Let's see. What does... Imagine we can get rid of Play Love. I never liked that. That didn't work too well for me, so. 1, 2, and Sada! Tinkaton. Fairy Metal. I'm actually going to send a Clodsire for this, because I think Fairy is weak to poison. I'm not scared. My last Pokemon will turn things around. Okay, I think it's very funny that he has a Tinkaton and a Corviknight for obvious reasons. Oh yeah, the night. Oh god. Okay. First, I'm going to use Toxic. Time to get dressed up all pretty kinky. Still hard Pokemon always get solid victory, so I'm gonna win. Pikaton Hammer. Oh, frick. Oh, yeah, because it's metal. I am in trouble. Okay, not fully, but please work. Okay, good. I'm gonna risk it in. Oh, I'm gonna hold it out! That's even better. Because Tinkaton fainted. Level 60 for Annihilate. Wow, I want to take revenge on you, Rika. I'm pretty sure you mean take revenge for me, Square. Don't think I did anything wrong by you. I hate to say it, but you lost, Bobby. Better call the next guy. Oh, that's right. I haven't had a chance. I haven't had to do this in a long time. It's your turn, Mr. Larry. Yes! Larry! It's him! I'm gonna have to move the voice again. He was a gym leader earlier. Hello there. It's me, Larry. Okay. I might have to go back and re-edit this and post it as sorts. Okay. So I'm gonna save the max revives. Potion on Annihilate. Actually, save. Are you ready to face Larry up to League 4? Yes. So, you made it this far. I serve as a member of the League 4 too. Yes, unfortunately for me. At my gym, I use normal type Pokemon since I feel they have a lot in common with me. But well, the boss told me to use a different type here. Okay, that's interesting. So if you have any complaints, please take them up with La Primera. Let's see what you have. Anyway, time to get to work. We've had Psychic Ghosts. You're challenged by Larry League 4. Tropius. Oh, that's not a good start. Well, I'll be trying my hand with... Okay, flying Pokemon. That's... that's not good for me. At all. Because I don't really have any guys in here that can really help me out with that. So I'm going to be lucky on your attacks. Okay, Poison Jab. Well, I guess I could use Frostloss here. Because that's Ice, and yeah, Ice is stronger over flying. Altaria. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use Frostloss because that's dragon fighting. I mean dragon flying. Frostloss. Oh, that's good. I mean, I could have... I guess I probably... Oh, no. Frick. Frost Breath. That's going to have to knock it out. Let's go. Staraptor. Oh, Brave Bird again. This isn't entirely a good matchup against a flying type guy, but gonna have to. might work. And so I'm gonna have to buy some time. It will, okay. Or Choreo. I don't know which type it is, but I'm gonna have to risk it. Get ready for the final one. Revelation Dance. Oof, this is not good. And for the attack. Come on, don't eat yourself. Good. Level 62 for that. You're even stronger than before. Sorry. You're even stronger than before. I guess I don't have to hold back. That's what it said, right? Oh, but that's what it said. At the risk of messing up my shoot a bit, it's time to get some wind at our backs. I'd advise you stay on your toes because I'm about to scatter you to the wind. Plain body, ooh. That's not good for you. You might use a full restore though. Yeah, this should be it. No one bites the dust. Well, that took the wind from under our wings. You're a lot stronger than I recall. No wonder La Primera likes you. Now then, I suppose the final member of the Elite Four is next. It's your turn, Hassel. Now, where could he be? I don't think he heard you, Larry. Come on in, Hassel. Larry, you may need to speak up just a little more. Hassel. Hassel. Hassel, you're up next. Hello there, Brandon. It's nice to see you here. As for you, Larry, I see Rika. You made Rika do the sounding again. He just goes like, maybe. Oh. Okay. Got a lot of healing to do. Oh, I can access my boxes. Okay. Save. Alright, advanced hassle of the Elite Four. I was, of course, absolutely certain you would make it to me eventually. Young Sprouts truly do grow with astounding speed, yes. But I never for a moment imagined we would be facing each other so soon. Now, a teacher's duty is to guide students in their growth. But I think I'd forget about my role for a teacher for a moment. And with all my might for the sole purpose of defeating you. I am Hassel, the dragon. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, I guess. I am Hassel, the dragon guarding the final fortress of the Elite Test, so I'm guessing he's dragon type. Prepare to learn firsthand how the fiery breath of ferocious battlefields. I might be screwed here. You're challenged by Hassel Elite 4. Noivern! Blaze! Show me everything you got, so I'll face you with my full strength. That's not gonna tell me. Avoided the attack. Flapple. Struggle Edge. I'm basically on a drive. Now it's confused. Axorus. Keep her Pokemon. Mold Breaker. just in case. I'm gonna hit this. Oh, good. Oh! Good all the way. Oh, good. That's even better. Excalibur. I'm gonna risk it. A little more until he passes. Don't let up. Come, O great dragon, take a Terrell Jewel as your crown. No point in letting this drag on. Behold the power to overwhelm everything. Fly's Rush. The hell was that? It's like did like a head spin. Okay. I guess now it because now it shouldn't be confused because I swapped it out. If it's fast enough. I'm not sure it's going to be. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be. Okay, good. No one bats this! My dragon has been felled! You really did it. Oh, wow. I didn't even press the button. Wonderful. I'm just so proud of you. Don't cry, Grandpa Hassel. There. Want a hug? Sorry about all this, Brandon. The old man can get like that sometimes. So what'd I do? I just so overwhelmed. I guess I gotta do the talking. Anyway, your result for the elite test of the champion assessment is a pass, no doubt about it. Yeah, you're tougher than steel. Yeah. You did so beautifully. Congratulations. I say you're good to go, but there's actually just a wee bit more to the champion assessment. This will be your final trial. See the door back there? Our fearless commander, the final opponent you'll face for your test, is waiting to be on it. Her skills are so amazing. She was able to strong arm all of us into joining Elite 4. You won't find a mightier champion. Though I think you'll do fine, kiddo. You beat me after all. I'll patch up your team. On the house so you don't lose, you hear? Okay, that's good. I can go all out. I really love your Pokemon, mister. So I'll cheer for you as hard as I can. Well, good luck. Even a baby dragon can breathe fire. Oh, God. Well, I guess you got over your stops, huh? You can do this. We all know you can. And that automatically scroll to that, too. Now go, young Brandon. Your hands may be small, but let them seize a great victory. Alright, save. Let's take on La Primera! Yes. Oh, wow. The elements will be at hand in this fight. Welcome, Brandon. It gives you great joy. It gives me great joy that you managed to make it all the way to the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. The final test is a battle against me, the top champion. To pass, all you need to do is win. Okay, DJ Khaled. Before we get started, I should apologize for one thing. You see, I have a trait that some might say is inappropriate for the league chairwoman. I am utterly incapable of holding back when it comes to Pokemon battles. That's why maybe nobody's passed this test recently. It's a bit of a problem, to be honest. But you might manage something wonderful like Champion Nemona did. So you're ready for your final test? I want to see the true measure of your talent. You're challenged by top champion Gita. Espathra. Go Blaze. I do hope you can defeat me and become a champion yourself. Hold up. I'm feeling this theme. Okay, Psychic. I want to listen to it for a little bit. I want to show myself right now. Okay, we had enough fun. Let's go. 6 on 6, let's go. Actually, I'm surprised Pathra is just a flying type. I mean, psychic type. 1 down, 5 to go. Level 63, level 62, I think. I think catch the other one. Go Goats. It probably Clodsire did, but we're gonna send out and it stopped raining because we're out in the field fighting for our meals. No, just kidding. Aerobatics. Level 61 for Frostless. Frostless one of those moves. Diaball. Yes, please. I need to learn another ghost type attack. I'm going to actually get rid of Confused Ray. I know that sounds weird, but it is what I want to do. King Gambit. Current Pokemon. I can't remember the recall. Ah! Okay. Supreme Overload gains strength from the fall in. If that is the case, I think I might have to swap in Annihilate. Stone Edge. What's the matter? You're not one to let something so insignificant fluster you. Talonflame toughed it up, so you wouldn't feel so sad. Oh, I should have just let it knock it out. Oh, God. I might regret this. There we go. Oh, critical hit. Poor thing. Palooza. Switch to Blaze. Mold Breaker. Truly a devastating blow that deserves a standing ovation. Lug. It's going to be a close one. Nemona. I guess I'm going to send up Blaze. Don't think you've won just yet. Oh god. What am I looking at? I have never seen that Pokemon before. I'm guessing it's a new one. Maybe it's exclusive one to the other one. Be like it, guys, all trainers, Nemona. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm about to find out. It is rock. Okay. Oh. Toxic debris. Sludge wave. I think this should knock it out. Doesn't matter. That's it. I am the champion. You defeated top champion Gita with 66 for Blaze. You go beyond my imagination so easily. Such overwhelming power, such amazing skill. Dreams Paldea has gained another wonderful trainer to be proud of. Congratulations. It's my honor to call you champion, Brandon. Congratulations is right. Now I can really say you're good to go. Yeah, you did it, mister. Congratulations. Just amazing. I can't hold it in anymore. Oof, crying again? You Pokemon trainers under Treasure of Paldea, and amid that treasure, champions under jewels that shine brightest. Champion Brandon, it is now your duty to set an example for all of the trainers of Paldea. Now, allow me to walk you back to the entrance. I'm sure you'll find a familiar face waiting for you. Am I gonna have to take her on? Brandon. Oh man, I can tell just looking at you. You did it, right? You became a champion? Haha, I knew it all along. I got word from La Primera when you cleared the elite test. Oh man, Brandon, I'm a champion, and now you're a champion. Which means we are now going to have a title unification bout. No, just kidding. Which means we are true equals, you and me, both champion ranked trainers. This is amazing. Now you made it here, I've got one thing to say. You and me be... Okay. Let's you and me be best rivals for life. Yes. Yes! Alright, you know what rivals do? Battle their absolute hearts out. I'm gonna hit you with everything this time. You ready? Do wait a moment, Champion Nemona. What's the matter, Primera? Champion assessment has only just ended. I believe a rest is in order for Champion. Brandon, Meowscarada, and the others. Champions must be understanding towards their opponents. Right. There I go. Getting overexcited again. Sorry, Brandon, Meowscarada. Must ask, who is this roadside? Is this roadside really saying you two won for your first battle of true equals and rivals? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. In that case, can we use one of the Pokemon League battle courts? Surely there's somewhere more fitting. A place with special meaning for two, you perhaps. Special meaning, huh? Let me see. Anywhere leap to mind? Out behind your house. Ha! A beach out back, huh? Yeah, the place where we had our first battle might work. But on the other hand, to me, it's just kind of my backyard, you know, a little ordinary. Anything else come to mind? The Treasure Eatery. Are you thinking of it because it got the Medali Gym's battle court? I guess it does bring some back memories of Larry. I wanted to be silly right there. Larry may not appreciate the surprise with it. You got any more suitable places in mind? Would you prioritize them instead, please? Mesagoza? Ooh, good call. The place where we set out on our journey. That reminds me. Remember back when Dr. Clavel explained the treasure heart? You know how he told us to go and search for our own treasure? Well, I know what treasure I got out of all this. I found a true rival. Someone who can stand up to me at my full capabilities. That's right, I mean you. I'm so glad I got to meet you. Anyway, that being said, I've been waiting for you at the battle court in Mesagoza Central Plaza. See you there. The respect you two share is palpable, even a little enviable, to be honest. I'm known as La Primera, but even when facing me in the final test for champion assessment, Champion Nemona didn't even reveal the first full might. In you, I suspect he has found someone who can battle without holding anything back. And with that, I'm actually going to heal up, and we are going to do that on the next stream, which is going to be Monday night for those of you watching on Twitch. 6:30 daylight savings time in the US, because that is this weekend. And I'm gonna face it with this team, obviously. So we're gonna save. Orb shards, so save, and this is where we're gonna end. So yeah, thank you all for coming in. Take care, y'all. For those of you watching on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next part, which is gonna be posted on Wednesday. But if you don't want to wait, it's gonna be on Twitch. There's this link is in the description below. Appreciate if you follow that. 6:30 daylight savings time Central time zone. I don't know all my time zones, obviously. So yeah, thank you all. Take care. For those of you watching on YouTube, we'll see you next time.